Hello everyone, Santa here with more Guild Wars 1. You might notice it is the next day from my last stream. It turns out that if I don't think streams have to be 4 hours long, and they can be an hour and a half or 2 hours long, I've got about 2 hours today. I can stream more often if they're shorter, and because I can fit them in more easily. Okay, so my goal... Right, I have those guys to go do. Let's just see, because I want to get new armor for this character. If there, or I want to get max level armor for this character also. Additional part to that thought. Also, if my microphone randomly cuts out, it was not working initially when I had things on. I kind of adjusted a little bit and then started working, so I think there's something kind of a little off with my cable for it. Just from the way it's kind of been stretched lately. So anyway, long story short, if that randomly goes out, I will attempt to notice and correct it, but I cannot guarantee I'll catch it right away. Anyway, if I can get to the consulate docks, it strikes me a very real chance, this is the greater threat, that I'm distracted by combat. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. There's a very real chance that I think there's more armor styles available in Consulate Docks than in Boreal Station, is what I'm getting down to. And Boreal Station required tanned hide, but if there's armor that I can get that doesn't require that, that'd be preferable. I'm going to go ahead and get Sasuke in my party. I like Jin just fine, but Elementalist is technically more useful than Ranger. So, yeah. That's just how it be. I think there's still quite a bit more to do, though, unfortunately, before we're ready to continue, because... I mean, Istan is much slower paced than Xingje, which is not a bad thing, but I'm level 12, so it makes me think there's a good bit to go. But anyway, the long and short of it is I feel like my armor is not great, and I should get new armor, but I also don't want to just spend some resources on intermediary armor when I know I could go get max armor. But if it feels like it's becoming too much of a problem, I would rather wait until Consulate Docks to see what my options are there, because I don't remember offhand. I don't feel like looking it up. So, if it starts to become too much of a compromising problem, then I can go do something about it. This is basically what my thought is. But I'd rather wait until I can see what more of my options are. I start dancing there, at least he does. Back in the Sun Docks. $20 ecto for 100k. I don't know if that's a good rate or not. It's something I'm going to need to be thinking about on my main account soon, though. It's converting gold into ecto. Thank you. Oh, unlocked liquid flame. That's neat. Unlocked inferno. That's neat. Okay. I believe I need to go to Castell and Puba, and this must be Great Hall. Kind of want to try to beeline Consulate Docks. Kind of what I'm saying here. Because I really want to unlock Pious Renewal. Jarek, an interesting choice. Let me tell you about Jarek. He gets along well with the consulate and is responsible, in part, for our good relations with the Istani, but he was passed over as Spear Marshal when Cormier was chosen and takes out his resentment on anyone she favors. It was a long time ago, but he has never forgiven her. I tell you this because he may not take well to seeing Cormier's best and brightest come trudging into his homestead. He has a place in the Esnar Isles not far from Cadlanu Hamlet. Good luck delivering his orders. Thank you. Yeah, and then there's more quests I can do. I think he said near Cadlanu, so I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, let's get Sasuke going. Gwen, and Ogden, and Vec. Fine being a bit less melee focused. This bill is terrible. I don't really like my options, though. Lightning Strike. Air is definitely the thing that I'm best at in terms of, like, having for my elementalists. You don't need energy storage, you just need air magic, and we'll put the rest in energy storage. Okay, let's give you Resurrect, Glyph of Luster's good. Kale, Lorb, and Lightning Spear. Cool. Terrible bar. I mean, it's Vex bar too. Just about. Except Vec has remove hex instead of Glyph of Lesser, but you know. Right then. I want to get experience on Sasuke though. I know the meta thing is to probably run him as another Mesmer. Not that Gwen's going anything meta either. It's like the thing is I need to level up too many characters. And like because you get Mox and Melonnie early and kind of need to use them, I really want to get Pious Renewal so I can get any sort of build working there. And it's just a whole thing. And where am I going anyway? Over there? Okay. Not very far into the Esnar Isles. Nice. Scale bounty? One of the weird tricky things about games is that you kind of have to come into them in the middle of your character's life. I know there's some games that try to do like a prologue when you're a baby and stuff. I think one of the Fallouts does that. But it does have some implications and challenges. There's more to protecting Alona than stealing spells. You've heard the saying that army marches on its stomach. Well, without me, you'd all stop marching. So, Kamira has ordered me out of retirement to become Spear Marshal. I'm surprised, given our past, but it's about time. While she's been dabbling about in the ruins of the old city, the Corsairs have gained unprecedented strength. Well, we shall set the Sun Spears back on the right path. By the time she gets back, Elder Soul will appoint me Spear Marshal permanently. Okay, well, have fun with that. Cool. Yep. Well, so much for giving Sasuke experience. I guess technically I could give him experience over some of these others, but meh. Can't say everyone will be glad to have Jarek back. We were friends before that mess when Cormier became Spear Marshal. You should be especially careful. He likes to pull rank and tends to lead through intimidation and petty rules rather than action. Talk to me again before you report to him. I can give you some help dealing with the man. Jarek will most likely... Ah, yes. Takora joins my party. Cool. Some menial tasks until Cormier returns. Be careful, though. He may look for opportunities through your actions to discredit Cormier in front of the council. Don't do anything that would start any trouble. Just keep your head down and your nose clean until Cormier's back. With that keep in mind, go and report. It's been a while since I've seen some of this, so I'm kind of glancing over it again. Okay. The Plains of Jaren. Okay, where's that Vabian princess? I'm telling the truth. I've been following General Kaya around. She's up to no good. She's meeting with War Marshal Varys, and she went to the Mittani Keys and escorted with a bunch of grimy corsairs. I can talk, Cora. Hello? What's that? Yes, I'm from Vabi. No, I'm no one important, just a simple priestess of Lissa. I know how to heal wounds and protect you from danger. Priestesses of Lissa typically don't heal from wounds, but I've seen Koro, so, you know. But I don't plan to stay in the temple. I'm going to be an adventurer, you'll see. Accusing a general is a very dangerous thing, little girl. You'd better be certain about your information, or... Hi. You see this little Vabian girl here? She's making some wild-eyed accusations about the good War Marshal's favorite general. We can't have rumors like this spreading, so it's your job to indulge her. Meet her in the Mittani Keys and keep her busy and quiet. I don't want any unpleasantness with the Cornins. Okay. I don't care enough to, like, watch all of that. Ogden... whatever. Just throw a bunch of these guys in. Could use more monk elites also. What do I currently have? Word of Healing, Mark of Protection, which is not good, and Shield of Regeneration. I mean, Mark of Protection is very strong, but it's not good because it's like up. Its design is, its numbers are wrong. If it was a shorter duration with a shorter recharge and didn't have the blackout yourself for 5 seconds, it would be much better. And also, if it had a course, I can cast time and stuff. 1 second. Shield of Regen is very strong. It's just too energy hungry for heroes to be able to use it effectively. So I kind of don't. They're not good elites for my current hero party. I guess I could see running it on like Mark of Protection as a random one-off on like Vec or something though. If I really felt like I needed it. Ah, yes, that's right. Manticore bounties. I'm definitely taking big hits, but my monking backline is capable so far of managing. I'm definitely going to get new armor before doing console docks. That's a given. But this stuff is 25 armor, so it's very low. When you compare that max and 70 on Derv. Yeah. More Mandragore. Ooh, I'm almost level 13. That's exciting. How are you doing back there, Sasuke? Overshot. That happens sometimes. Okay. There are... I can see why they give a Mandragore bounty, because there are certainly an awful lot of them. Hmm. 8 to 19, a terrible scythe grip, but might be worth giving to Melani. Not worth doing so now, though. We'll salvage this buckler. It would need to be customized before it'd be worth giving to Melani, because 20% is worth more than 1 additional point. Hey look, there's a piece of a map by that pile of corn and coins. Pick it up. Looks like directions. Well, I'm gonna friggin' pick up their money too. After them find out what's going on, then Jerk will have to believe me. Okay, what's the objective? See Jarek for my reward. Yes, I know. Alright, I got a level. Where can I... Ooh, Scythe Mastery. Leveling up my weapon is good, or in terms of, like, attribute, is going to be good for increasing my damage, so... Directly feeds into the armor, or the damage formula. Functionally feeds into it, maybe it's more accurate. With a heroic punch, defeating a scroll, and you cut it into tiny pieces. I'm sorry, but a cryptic scroll and a pile of rusty coins are hardly evidence of anything. She claims she can decipher the message. Fine, you pursue this. I'll spare no more Sunspear resources on it, and take her with you. She's under your command now. Tell her she's an honorary Sunspear. Maybe that'll keep her quiet. By the five, is that Vabian girl still around? Grimir allows any wet-nosed puppy into the ranks, so I'm going to make her your problem. Looks like that cryptic scroll piece you found points in the direction of the cliffs of Dojok. If she's going to lead someone out on a wild drake chase, it might as well be you. Now get out of here and let me get some real work done. Sir, yes, sir. Getting out of here, sir. So I've been I watched a bunch of isekai anime during the month that I had Crunchyroll, and I'm desperately wanting to get it back, but that's another matter for another time. That I will figure out on my own time. But I noticed that there's this huge theme of like adventuring guilds and adventuring parties and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, this is... Man, Reversal of Fortune is not a very good PvE skill a lot of the time. And I noticed there's this... this whole thing with... I don't think we need Prosper here either. I'm just going to stick Market Protection on. And... Cry is... It ruins my energy. Okay, actually, it's not going to be... 45-second recharge means it's not going to ruin energy. But, like, in terms of, like, oh, it's a fantasy game world. And then it's like, how many games have I actually played that have this sort of setup going on? And it's like, I can't really think of very many that actually do something like this. Like, it's stereotypically shown. And I'm not saying that they're not out there. But, like... I don't know where they are out there. You know what I mean? I'm curious. I'd like to. I vaguely recall this now, this whole section. It seems like a really good setup for an MMO, actually. Where quests are dynamically generated based upon other systems. I don't know. It seems like a really good system for a fairly dynamic game, but I just literally have not played any games that do that. So I don't know. It's just something I was thinking about a little bit. This is like, it's a cool idea. Anyway, we've got some Corsairs to deal with. Collie the Stitched. Sounds like a warrior or a necromancer. Looks like it's a necromancer. Poisoned heart, eh? Let me see. I like Mend's ailment over Mend Condition, I've been finding, just because they tend to they tend to overspam mend condition, which drains their energy and gets them focus on that. Like, it's weird that building hero bars is very different from building player bars, because recharge is actually a way to manage energy on heroes because of the way in which they'll spam skills. So, anyway. Sasuke versus Vec, who has attribute points for energy storage. Not that energy storage actually means all that much. It's all about the sustain anyway. Energy storage doesn't help with that. It just gives you a bigger initial burst. I think my next goal, honestly, is going to be the Dark Blade. Is once I've gotten the elite that I'm wanting to get on this character, Pious Renewal, which is a very good skill. I think my next priority, you're going to be like, what are you doing out here? It's probably going to be working on my Elementalist, because I'm really feeling it with Vec and Sasuke. Lack of Elementalist skills. These guys drop a lot of gold coins, I'm noticing. That's nice. In some ways. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Aggroed us from behind. If I was having like regular use of fallback, I could probably have avoided them, but that's just not how things are going, so. It's a good skill to get on my Necromancer. Fallback and incoming. They're helpful with minions a good bit, so putting them on a Necro or an MM more specifically is actually quite useful. What about you, Sunspear Scout? What do you think? Harpies. Okay. So I can't get Harpy Bounty. It's kind of a mix mash of which ones... Mishmash? Of which ones I can get, which ones I can't. Based on what criteria, I couldn't rightly say. I am almost ranked up to Captain, so that's kind of neat. Whoa! Accidentally hit the Windows button. That was disorienting for a moment. Not a problem, shouldn't have affected anything you saw, but threw me off. One of the features, I'm going to mention this, that I really like that Guild Wars has is mute when Guild Wars is in background. It basically means if the Guild Wars window loses focus and that's on, it will mute it. But that means you can control whether or not it does that, which I really like as a feature. Guild Wars 2 has that as well. They still have that in the sequel. And it's just really, really nice to be able to be like, yeah, I would like the game to become quiet when it loses focus, or I would like it not to do that. It's like if you're tapping over the wiki, suddenly your sound cuts out, or not, depending upon whether or not that feature is enabled. And I think that's a really good design. Really good idea. Well, marker protection is effective at doing its job. If they decide to stay on you. Okay, that one is probably going on. Our good bud. Melonnis. Because I'm pretty sure her scythe is lower than that, yeah. We'll want to customize this particular desk blade scythe first. 9 to 25 is a step up from what she's using by a little bit. Alright. Almost at my quest destination. Where if I was playing Guild Wars 2, I'd mount up, but I'm not, so... Cursed Salim. Melonnis just leveled up. That's nice. I like having that happen. One more piece and it's complete. Yes, it's a map and it shows some location in Latenda Bog. Level, that's what it was. I remember there's something I needed to attend to and then I remembered what. Excellent. There's another Duskblade Scythe. Yeah, I don't know. This might actually be better than this one because of the plus 12% over 50. Let's see. 10% of 22 is 2, though. But that's not how the math works. Captain Mintaba. Your Corsair isn't all about fighting. For me, it's about the code. To be honest, I hate fighting. It's just in my nature to... It's just not in my nature to stab someone. I'd rather use my wit. It's much sharper. You seem to have 5 parts, and I have the 6th. I don't suppose the other captains gave those to you willingly, eh? Well, I may be a little more accommodating. Let's say we strike a bargain. I give you the 6th piece, and in return, you don't kill me. A bargain, huh? Always interested in a bargain. Bargain is quite simple. My right-hand mate, Savage Nunbei, will give you the last piece of the cryptic map, and let this cowardly Corsair live to see another day. Are you ready to make the trade? We are ready. I like him.
Lissa, protect me.
What's the matter?
It's all muddy.
Do you want to turn back?
No. I'm sure that I can manage. Kayat came this way.
Ah, that sound effect.
Troops doing here?
Keep an eye out. The general does not want to be disturbed. Kill any trespassers on sight.
That's Varish Asa's VA.
See? I told you she came this way.
Congratulations can come later. At the moment, we have a real problem.
That's interesting. Here's the map piece, Captain Mendabe, and promised he's instructed me to help you decipher the map. You must have really made an impression on him. You can't tag anything on me. I've been on trial so many times I've lost count. Elder Soul can't prove any of it. Indeed, I am sure. Yeah. Okay. I would like to... I'm looking to see if... there's what I'm looking for. Farzi! Your scythe is 10 to 31, you say? Yeah, but I could also just customize this. Give that to Melania and call it a day. I mean, the other one would be better. This one is not useful. I don't have anything more to do with him. Okay, let's... What do you got going on here, Suli? Yeah, tanned hide and then cloth are the other thing. I like Astani robes rather than Sunspear robes. Although the cloth cost is a little bit obnoxious. I'm not going to spring for this stuff, though I'd rather not spend the resources on it. Just, the thing is, if it were prophecies, it'd be one thing, but you use them for such a short period of time. Yeah, I've got a decent supply of cloth. Yeah, she's using the other armor set, or at least in her icons. I need Nunbe. He's right over here. This map you've cobbled together shows where the Corsair leaders were to meet with General Kite and Lieutenant Bog. She's been funding our Estonian excursions for quite a while now. She fronts the gold and we do the plundering. No questions asked. If you're still confused, go talk to her yourself. When you and Talcor are ready, I can show you where to start. Sounds like a plan. I don't think it's long after this one. My recollection is correct. Sad I don't have Icy Soul Breaker on this account, though. I should really make that available in the store. I mean, I'm one of the people who got it back in the day. I'm saying don't keep it exclusive. I want it on the second account. I mean, these guys are going down fast enough that I'm honestly not that concerned. Arthas Envoy and a couple of other Corsairs. What's this cutscene again? Little slash Neil. Well, that was honestly not as much of a cutscene as I was expecting it to be. Never mind. Such details. I have a sun-touched scythe. I wonder if that gives me away at all. You need to kill the 5 wrinkle monitors. I just did this not too long ago. It should be pretty straightforward to remember where they all are. Oh, this place is a little bit of a maze. Definitely feel like I'm getting a lot of scythe drops. Just wish they were good. Oh well. I have North has a really good green scythe at the end, as far as I'm concerned, so. I definitely want to get the Master's Reward, though. It's a lot of additional experience points and skill points and stuff. And money. Let's not forget money. That's still rather significant at this time. Okay, having Marker Protection and Seed of Life on you at the same time might be slight overkill, but at least you're not dying. Where is the... There he is. I'm gonna go over there. Talk to that captain. Aeromancers? Yeah, that's not worth diddly squat. Except, it's worth more diddly squat than that armor. Eesh. 21 gold. It's nothing. Nothing I say. I mean, if it's 21 Guild Wars 2 gold, then yeah, it'd be great. But it's not. It's not, is it? I think we have a trial after this, if I remember correctly. You need to go north here. The first two wrinkle, or the first wrinkle monitors back there, but they basically come in 3 groups: the freebie, and then there's 2 up here and like 2 over there. I'm a captain now, by the way, which is very exciting. Oh, I've gotten a little bit of progress on the Survivor. Interesting, interesting. I don't really care about that title, but... Where is the other one? Over there. It's just a bunch of scale. I like this little spot right here. I've always had a soft spot for the bog, though. Talked about it a bajillion times, I feel like. I don't think it's part of the... No. Because Istan in Guild Wars 2 is basically just this part, right? Or maybe a bit more like here-ish. But it doesn't get over to Latenda. I know Foreigner is in it, but like separately for stuff. And I'm pretty sure Matani Keys and Isner Isles aren't. I'd have to double check that though. It's not super important. Just something I found myself suddenly thinking about. Three Tanned Hide is adding up. Honestly, this is better as Tanned Hide than as selling, so I'm gonna just do that. Salvage all the things. Bones. Bones, 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 wonderful bones. And highly nostalgic sound effects. There's a lot of sound effect overlap in video games. Media in general, but you know. People buy the same sound pack libraries and stuff. You can talk to that guy for a drink, and then you'll have the drunk effect on your screen for the rest of the mission, so I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, we're here with you. We didn't get lost. Arg, it's a scale stampede! Run for it while you can! Oh, man. Call this episode The Quest for Pious Renewal is what it is. An accurate representation of what's going on. Hurry, follow me, is ahead of you. I will pick up my 1 gold. Yeah, it happens before the sound effect and everything plays. He really doesn't like getting his hands dirty, but then again, he's probably had to do it a bunch out here, so... Maybe he's just glad to have someone else to bear the brunt of that particular burden. Kind of want to go around the corner and then head up to the... Oh, I died. That's fine. I got Ellied down. It's my fault for taking Prot Spirit off of Talcora. It's fine. Yeah, I need to head north from here. You're better fighters than I expected. I'm beginning to understand why we hired you. Okay, time to break away from him and head north. Got more wrinkle monitors. I'm definitely a little bit of a glass cannon right now. Damage is much higher than you'd kind of expect for my relative level, but my defense is low. I think it's like here and here. I can't remember if it's above or below this thing. I'm not seeing it. Well, I'm gonna try above first. No harm in that. I don't think. Yeah, you can tell those guys are hitting me quite hard when things trigger the way that they do. Yep, there's a wrinkle monitor. That's what I thought. Okay, I should be further up a little bit, I think. What's my own spread? Bit of earth pairs, bit of mysticism. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I'm just using for Ore of Thorns, but... Ore of Thorns is pretty nice. There's our last wrinkle monitor over there. I think I've normally gone through there and then up, but it does not really matter that much. Let's see. There we go. Wrinkle monitors taken care of. I don't know why we're dealing with wrinkle monitors and clearing them out, but I mean, it's never explained to me. Okay. Let's continue on. My let's there was very quiet and not well enunciated. Bumped my table there as I was adjusting my seating posture. Okay. I wish I had a button for running faster. I think running faster buttons with stamina management is a nice thing that I like from Souls games that is not present in these games. You just have to use skills to run faster. It's not like your entire party can, like, get in on that action either, exactly. Sorry, sir, I was on wrinkle monitor cleanup duty. Do not ask me why, I cannot explain it. The game just wants me to go and kill some wrinkle monitors. Clear a bog of wrinkle monitors. I have 0 remaining. Just thought those offensive viewers look concealing. I imagine we could dress up some Cornin soldiers that way and cause some real damage. You just know who you really are when you dress up like that, right? Indeed. It's a good note. I do like how I was like, oh, we could do things that. We could use this. Rather than thinking, I wonder if you guys are who you say you are. Part of the reason why he's not fighting is because they don't want to make him mission critical, I think. He's an elementalist as well. Dylan Sun Spirit Crypt. Could be something good. It is Sentry's Helmet. Almost certainly better to salvage that. Ah, water. Oh, I think Sasuke leveled up in there. Give me a little bit more energy storage. Takor can get more protection first. Excellent. That's right, because we have to go get Iron Fist. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I am a fragile little pancake. That's funny. Okay. Hey, Mr. Jack. It's going pretty well. I need to make sure I put Prot Spirit back on Talcora because I have not upgraded my armor and it is beginning to show. Who do I talk to here? Selen Puba? Jarek? Probably Jarek, right? The Iron Truth. The death of the General Kite is very disturbing. I understand there was little choice in the matter, but this will not go over well with the Cornins. Report this to Jarek personally. I don't need to tell you this, but he won't be very understanding of the situation. Any Paragon skills I want to be picking up? Signet Return would actually be really good to pick up. Signet Return. Hexbreaker area. This is a good one, but not one I really care to grab on this character. I think I'm gonna focus on some of those for Ranger specifically. Spear Ranger. Spear Ranger plans in the future. And probably on Warrior too, if I'm being honest, but I need to process that hat. Oh yeah, what's in here? Recovery rune. Sometimes these are worth a lot. I don't think that's one that is. Oh, it's probably worth more than that. I'll process this stuff later though. I just kind of want to keep going for the moment. Yeah, it doesn't require Talcora for this quest, I don't think. Weirdly enough. I mean, it makes some sense, but... You killed General Kayet. I don't care what she said as she died. Demons or Corsair Armada, it doesn't matter. A Cornin general was slain on Estani soil by a sun spear. I won't let this escalate to war on my watch. If it does happen, this will fall on Cormyr and her folly. I will take this directly to Elder Soul. There will be a tribunal to determine the truth of these allegations. You'll need to present proof of your claims. If Kaya was working with Corsairs, you may want to bring this Iron Fist character in to testify. Try talking to that no-good Savage Unbane Blacktide Den. He's always routing off various Corsairs to stay off the Estani prison ships. Yeah, that sounds about right. Please don't arrest me. I'll tell you what I know. Captain Amendabet and Iron Fist are meeting in the Mateni Keys to discuss the future. Look, I'm in enough trouble as it is, so I can't testify to anything. But maybe you'll have better luck capturing or convincing Iron Fist. Back to the Matani Keys. Whee! At Talcora and an Acolyte Sasuke and a Gwen and a Vec, and then... Make sure to give a Talcora. Let's just give her Prosper instead of shielding hands, eh? Where's Prosper? There it is. Yeah, that'll be able to keep me alive through something. Let's drain his energy storage and see how far we can go there. Then give him energy storage. He does not need energy storage compared to other attributes. Okay. I think we're ready to proceed. Oh yeah, Mandragore bounty. Oh, they're all the way on the friggin' other side of this whole area, eh? It's a bit of a hike. I love how it sparkles out here, though. It's very pretty. So technically, these water sparkle things, it's based on a real-life effect that you get. That is light reflecting off of the water. So it's going to be based on the angle and relative position of lights and the movement of the water in terms of where you actually get those sparkles. So there's a real physical process going on. They're approximating by having sparkles happen at random on the water. Or maybe in clustered patterns or whatever, but they're trying to duplicate the effect. But technically, the water's movement and your movement affects which parts are going to be reflective of the sunlight at various angles. So it's a similar effect to what you get with the snow, except the snow typically doesn't move like water does. But nonetheless, the effect is going to be much the same. And the end result of that is a really cool visual effect. It's very pretty. But it's not actually random. Like, if both things stay stationary, then the light will remain the same. It's only the movement of the water that causes it to shift, and like this is trying to duplicate the appearance of. I don't know, it's just something that I think about. It's like, what's the actual physical process that's going on here? It's very cool. But not accurately represented, nor, quite frankly, what I expect them to. Attempt to. It's very easy to think like that the snow is sparkling. It's like, no, the snow is not sparkling. It's reflecting light from light sources around, most likely the sun, at you, and because of different angles of the individual like flakes and crusts of ice and stuff, different little parts of it will reflect more directly, so you get a more direct beam of sunlight bouncing off of that part than other parts, which makes some parts appear brighter than others, which gives you the sparkle effect. And as you move around, it causes, or in the case of water, it moves around as well. It causes how that plays out to kind of differ, like what parts are reflecting at you to differ, which makes the sparkles look like they're moving when, in fact, it's different angles of reflection that are happening, causing different brightnesses. Again, I think about this too much, but it's really cool. So if you want to accurately mimic snow, only have the sparkles change as the camera moves. If you stay still, the sparkles should stay the same. Because that's what's actually physically happening. Also, I'm going to kill these drakes. I want their flesh. Half digested armor. Well, I mean, I'll take that too, I guess. Barrel hammer. Half digested armor. Those are chunks of drake flesh. There's more drakes over there. I'm gonna go hunt them too. I need more salvage kit, but at least I'm getting a little bit more, little bits and scraps of tantide. Furious hammer. Weak mod unlocked, but still something unlocked. Oh, 22 gold coins. You get the money as soon as you touch it, not when you hear the sound effect. All right. Wow, this is not a very good hammer, is it? 7% adrenaline is actually pretty decent, though. Oh, I'm attacking Iron Fist, I see. Stealing Sunspear weapons, are you? Such noble Sunspears. I've raided your villages since I could carry a weapon. I trust me as far as you can throw that spear. So, the noble Sunspears need my help. Oh, what an interesting turn of events. I guess my life is worth a few words. Assuming Elder Soul doesn't send me off to a prison ship when all is said and done, I'll come peacefully and testify during your little tribunal, but only if the Sunspears grant me amnesty. It seems we have a deal then. Alright. Yes, I know. I'm going to look this up so I can give the proper responses. But, it's like the next quest. Or 2 or something. I don't remember. So, you found Iron Fist, did you? That should at least help keep you from embarrassing Elder Soul. Seems Morgan himself will appear to answer for Varish. Judging by the atmosphere in the consulate, provincial relations have gotten extremely tense, and there's still no sign of Cormier. How very typical of her. Remain close. The tribunal will begin soon. Hang on. Everyone just leveled up. More mysticism. Find favor. Yeah. Well, let's just give you some strength, actually, costs. Oh, somebody didn't level. General Morgan has arrived from Cornell. Let me tell you how the tribunal will go. You will stand alone before 22 individuals, 11 from Cornell and 11 from Istan. They will ask you a series of questions and allow you to call people to present statements on your behalf. During the testimony, the tribunal members will be able to cast votes to resolve the matter of the truth of the matter. Once you're ready, we will head there immediately. Okay. This is... hang on. Barren Truth is followed by Trial by Fire. Okay, I'm going to follow the... we are ready. Tribunal. We're gathered here to answer allegations brought against the Cornan government. There have been claims of inciting aggressive Corsair activity against Istan and of summoning forbidden evils. You will represent your order, the Sun Spears. General Morgan will represent Corna. As accuser, you will be asked questions and may call individuals, etc. Thank you, Elder Soul. It is Corna's position that General Kayat was acting independent of War Marshal Varish and the government of Corna. The unfortunate events that occurred. Please summon your first witness. What do I do here? I know I summoned Ankoro as my first witness. I talked to Elder Soul. Called Dunkoro. There you are, Dunkoro. Those from Istan know me. Those from Corna know of my work. I cannot count the Cornan villages or the Istani fishing fleets I have personally protected against corsairs and monsters over the years. I don't say this to brag. I say it because in all my years of fighting darkness, I have never experienced more evil than what Kayat, and by association Varish, released at Faraner. If you stand by and let Varish continue, we will have more to face than merely corsairs and rabid plants. A second answer. Your first claim is that Varish and Kayat are responsible for what happened at the first city of Faraner. What exactly was the Sunspear's involvement? Let's see. Give the second answer. The first city of Faraner was the home of the original Sunspears back in the dynastic times. Cormier ordered excavated. We arrived and found many red diggers decimated and consumed with some darkness. We responded to the evil that was released. Without us, the Apocrypha would have killed hundreds. As much as you would like to claim heroics, there's proof that your leader, Cormier, is responsible for the excavation of this area. It was cursed and off limits for a reason, yet in her hubris, Cormier felt the need to investigate something better left alone. You're not wrong, General Morgan. Iron Fist next. Choose your representative. It's nice to see you again, Elder Soul, especially since this time I am not under arrest. Thanks, that's a great opening line. As long as I get to walk out of here free and clear afterwards, I'm willing to tell you what you want to know. So, we had been receiving Cornan coin from an anonymous Cornan source for quite some time. It was really helping with morale, if you know what I mean, and our forces had grown steadily because of it. I was supposed to meet with this source, apparently Kayet. Boy, good thing I sent someone in my place. That could have been my body left to rot in the crypts. Kayet? Yeah, something like that. Choose the first answer to Morgan's next question. Please explain the Sunspear involvement with Corsairs in regards to those events surrounding Kite's death. A Corsair Armada is being funded by Korna. Sunspears kill Corsairs. We didn't do anything out of the ordinary. We stopped the next Corsair invasion of Istan. Choose the first answer to Morgan's question. This information you obtained was through less than legal contact with direct enemies of Istan. In fact, Iron Fist is here today due to an Istani bribe. The very fact you have dealings with these cutthroats throws doubt on all of your statements. Hey, who said to have dealings? Choose your representative. Call either Milani or Koss as your third witness. Let's go with Milani. You have the first answer to the General's last question. I have seen firsthand the evil Varish has wreaked upon the Elon in my village of Ronjok. She dams the river and enslaves the centaurs. She'd strike at the very gods next. Ah, Ronjok, were you not exiled from your own village for causing trouble at the waterworks, a project that keeps our crops growing, putting more food on the table for all Korna? You wouldn't expect these wise and noble people to hold War Marshal Varish accountable for wanting to see your people fed and nourished rather than starving and dying. No wonder it is no longer your village. What am I waiting for? Here we are. What is your stance towards Korna? We are at peace with Korna. Korna and Istan are kindred provinces. There was peace, and hopefully there will still be peace. The first answer. Yet, one of Korna's generals is dead, on Istani soil. If Kayet hadn't been acting on her own accord, after the rest of Varish's entourage has left, this would be grounds for war between our provinces. It's needed no standing for the Istani accusations at this point. I'm back. I heard Cormyr was coming back to Commandant, and I went to get her. Is that okay? What is going on here? Why are my people being persecuted? Spear Marshal Cormyr, your followers have made some wild and baseless accusations. Quiet, General. I have seen firsthand that these charges against Virashasa are neither wild nor baseless. She should be standing here in judgment, not my Sunspears. Apparently, I have returned just in time, and I brought allies from Kantha and Tyria. As leader of the Sunspears, I demand that War Marshal Varish step down and turn herself over for our judgment. She's been trafficking with dark forces. For the good of all Ilona, this must stop. Or else what, Cormyr? War? You'll find the War Marshal more than willing to face you in battle. We are done here, Sol. I must return to Gandhara and speak with the War Marshal. I do not know what will come of this, but if you value Istan's future, I strongly advise you to ignore Cormyr's wild ravings. See Cassel and Puba for your reward. Hey Cormyr, do you have random dialogue? The Sunspears will not stand idle where Varish Asa harms Ilona. We'll take on anything the Kornas throw at us because we're heroes, right? Hey Koss. Don't sweat it. If the Kornas want to fight, we'll bring it to them. Okay, Cassel and Puba time. But before I do... let's actually put the level 13 heroes in my limited party space so that they can get the experience points from getting a quest reward. Because that's how this works. Clouds of war are gathering, yet if we don't wish to be dominated by the Cornins, so it must be. Come, we have much to attend to. I may not leave the Sunspear Great Hall on missions much anymore, but those who do carry on the mark of my training, and my sandal on their back if they don't work hard. Rising Suns. Good timing. Oh, not that one. War preparations, recruit training. Wind and water. Ghosts. Whatever. Reconnaissance. I want a salvage kit, please. And a salvage kit and an identification kit. Just to keep on hand for future needs as well. Okay. More mysticism for her. She's the only one who leveled from that, though. Enough support ships, successful assault. I don't remember where this is. I feel like I expected to be right outside Commodon. It's not an ideal party for this. It is, in fact, right outside Commodon. I was remembering correctly. Dunkoro is better to have by default than... What's her name? But... Okay. District 2. Good old Commodon. I think since I am here... Makes sense to me. Is to go examine these things at the rune trader over here. Kylona. Please tell me what is value. Okay, sentries, I think is a standard one. Okay, that's not worth... Well, okay. It's worth more than that armor piece. Well, that's worth more than an armor piece, too. If you identify runes, they can sometimes increase in value. That's 26, which is not very much. Recovery is 150. That's probably worth, honestly. Okay, I will salvage this. Yes, for parts as well. 5-tan hide. Reasonable. So that's 26. And this one is worth 50, so... Okay, the rest of that I'm just going to toss into the merchant's coffers. Opposite of that, you know what I mean. Sell to the merchant. Drop my funds off. Chef Lonbon is over there. I don't know if I'll do that quest or not. I might at some point. Okay. That was that business. Time to continue on this direction. There's Autok again. Remember him. He shows up in the Realm of Torment. It'll be great. You've done well in my absence. Tell me what you know of Nightfall and Abaddon. It's good that you are here. We must strike quickly and with overwhelming force. The Cornin troops are no match for even the dullest Sunspear recruit. With the element of surprise, we can topple them in one fell swoop. And in the treacherous reign of Verashasa, I have no doubt we will win this upcoming war, but before we launch our attack, our troops must be ready. Speak to Arashi and help her train the recruits. We've uncovered a connection between the Corsairs and General Kayat. She is a worshipper of a deity named Abaddon. Indeed, I have learned much in my travels and can tell you more. Once there were not 5 gods, but 6. The 6th was Abaddon, imprisoned by his siblings in the realm of torment. Stories say that one day Abaddon will break the confines of a cell and release terror upon the land in an event known as Nightfall. And Kayat worships this monster? She does, as does Varish. Unless we stop her, she will bolster the power of her dark god and eventually unleash fury upon the world. Time is of the essence. We must attack Varish's fortress of Gandhar, capture her, and bring her to justice. Otherwise, you do not fight alone. Okay, Narashi, what are we here to do? These recruits were handpicked from Iston's best. Some are old members of the Shore Watch, having bloodied their swords defending their villages from Corsair raids, etc. We must motivate them before we send them to battles. You shall wield their sides for reaping not gain but pain. Reports of a group of Scale that have entered the plains of Jaren. Your job is to lead the recruits south and kill the Scale to give them a taste of battle. Report to Autok when you're done. Okidoka. I am technically a captain now, so it does make sense. They'd have me do this sort of stuff. There's a fine art to making the player want to spend time in a place, though. I think I should be able to do what I'm wanting to do. Get this stupid plant out of here. Because what I want to do is I want to get to Consulate Docks and through that mission. I want to get to Yolan Haven today. If I can. Have about 40 minutes to go, roughly. Definitely doesn't sound impossible to me. And Autok is back at the entrance. I'm getting there with my levels. I'm getting there. Ah, delicious water. And the Royal Chef Hutton. Oh, I think Dunkora leveled. And no, nope, never mind. That's right, I got myself confused. That's okay. Charging in battle used to bother me. You never know when you get hit by an arrow or, God forbid, some siege weaponry. That's foreshadowing, because he absolutely gets nailed by siege weaponry. Or arrows. Nice job training those recruits. Do you like big weapons? Or just has me arming these boats with enormous catapults like the ones at Chabak? Things are going to get a lot bloodier around these parts. I can't wait to see if Rogus needs your help with anything. Hi there. I specialize in developing cutting-edge sunspear weaponry. Ha, get it? Cutting edge. Just wait and see. I've got a few promising projects in the works. I hope Khmer can secure more support boats. We have enough to get troops there, but not enough for a return trip if anything catastrophic happens. Best not to think of the worst, but Cormier has a tendency to overreach. Right now, my mind is on other matters, like figuring out a way to increase the range on our catapults. Report to Castile and Pupa for more orders. Castell and Puba. Nice work with recruits. Continue honing your leadership skills and your enemies won't stand a chance on the battlefield. Preparations are almost ready. The assault begins soon. Let's do wind and water next. Let's see. Done. And then there's the time the Goremonger went and helped the Sunspears. Just thinking about like the lore implications of the heroes that you're bringing with you. I do enjoy some of the references that you get with some of these heroes in Guild Wars 2. But anyway, this sea is a harsh mistress. Only the Estonian Corsairs will sail her this time of year. Treat the sea right, and you'll make it to shore. Where the ship lands with you is another matter. The winds are weak this time of year, so we'll need divine assistance if we're to cross the channel in time. We must seek Dwayna's intervention to summon the winds and currents to spirit us to the port of Gandara. My sailors are already preparing for the ceremony in the Matani Keys. They will need your protection to complete the ritual. Okay. Some amount of the time spent playing the game is spent walking through town. I got a couple of good divine favor weapons here. Weird. Something to worry about later, I suppose. To the Pain is not a particularly good mod. It's okay on ranged weapons, but I still don't like it. Okay. Yeah, we're just going over here. I don't remember if this is a two-part and you have to go all the way down there too, or if it's just like sit here and protect for a little bit. As the sailors conjure up a bunch of djinn or something. No, no being on fire. Do not want being on fire. Want you be on fire, though. Hello, can you? These djinn are a lot sexier than the Guild Wars 2 djinn tend to be. We are the storm, we are the calm, we are the wind. May the tides carry you safely, and may the winds fill your sails. The blessings of wind and water are yours. Okay. Let's just go do Ghost Reconnaissance while I still have the full party. Into the bog. Quick little series of quests that help get us some additional experience points to level us up a little bit more. Definitely want to make sure I'm putting the 13s in when I am getting quest rewards. There's a bunch of other quests in here, but the thing is, my goal right now is not to experience all the quests. It's to get some other stuff going. Unlocking elite skills, specifically. Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I thought was down over there. Mandragore. Mandragore, nasty little critters. You know, it just struck me that you could probably do a good job power leveling yourself with Fronris Irontoe's lair, since you get a bunch of experience from it. Oh look, it's more Mandragore. Woo! So one of the things of like knowing this is going to be a VOD is I find myself thinking about the description. Am I right? And I'm thinking I'm going to like title this something like The Quest for Pious Renewal or something along those lines. But I kind of want to make the description only Mandragore stand in my way. Just because that'd be funny with just how many we've been fighting. I don't know that I will, but it does amuse me. Hopefully you can't hear that beeping of a truck outside. I think the sound gate prevents it while I'm not talking. I don't know if you can hear it while I am talking, though. Keneal. Hello, Sogalon. We have a vocal was. How are you only level 12? Kojulin the Conciliator. And first Spear Jana. Sunspear ranks have flooded like the banks of the great Elon, but you will need that and more to face the rising tide of evil ready to engulf the world. Death is not the darkest thing you face. Beware the secrets in the shadow. Time has changed much in these lands, but once again Ilona is on the brink of civil war. May you return in one piece, not trapped in a box and spending eternity in an old crypt. Cormyr may be the greatest spear marshal ever, but I would have loved to challenge her while my body was full with life. Ah well, let our voices be your armor against this darkness. We have foreseen the day your spear marshal would call upon us frayed. Know this, kind and noble emissary, when it is time to storm Gandara, you and your brethren will not be alone. Every battle cry and every fated step will be your armor when iron buckles and your spear when steel fails. But first you must prove your worthiness. Okay. Time to see Castellan Puba for some rewards. Yes, I know. Cora. And Melania's lagging a bit behind, so I think I'm actually going to throw her in for some bonus experience. Wind and water. Boulder walks with Duena. His love of the sea is wide and deep. I only hope Cormyr can negotiate for the additional landing craft, or all will be for naught. I am uneasy in the presence of the spirits, but the thought of charging headlong into Varish's blade has given me pause. The Sun Spears began as the Sunspear Guard under Queen Nadija. With their aid, we cannot fail. They reference that in Guild Wars 2 as well. We have the aid of the wind and water, the blessings of the original Sunspear Guard, a fresh batch of newly minted Sunspears, and the assistance of heroes from across the sea. Cormyr is mustering forces at Shore Fields. Once you've reached the rank of Sunspear Captain, or gain sufficient experience, level 17, help her rally the troops. Indeed, the time for action is nigh. Guess what? I'm a captain, so we're good. A little bit more Divine Favor. Let's max that out. Yeah, it's fine. Sengen Spear Bina. Hydrate up while I run across Commodon. You basically like fight off some Corsairs and then skip straight to this when you're a foreign character, but that's fine. Slightly different paths to get to the same spot. I have some swamp flowers. They're not red iris flowers, they're swamp flowers. Don't get them confused. What is the difference? The game does not give a botanical lesson. We're standing at the precipice, on the brink of war. It's a conflict we must start. It is a war we will finish. We are the light that will shatter the coming darkness. Every good speech needs a dance party, right? It's an important technique called spotting. Where you kind of look in a direction and rapidly turn your head. Try to reduce how much you're getting motion sick. In the darkness of combat, with the demons of war surrounding you, remember our creed. A Sunspear never fights alone. Sure, we can cheer. Sunspears will not stand idle. Varish also harms Ilona. Sophia Miller, I must say, this is the greatest collection of heroes I have ever seen. Today, we make history. Please, return to Commandant and arrange an audience with Elder Soul. Everything must be made ready for this assault. Speak with his assistant to set up the meeting. I shall be there presently. Yeah, we're going to the consulate, and then the docks that are attached to the consulate. Hence, consulate docks. It's a diplomatic locale. Elder Soul is a very busy man. Despite his concerns, Elder Soul has been preparing diligently since Cormier left. I trust that you're doing all you can to tip the odds in our favor. For that, we are thankful. Since Spears have rallied for battle, we must inform Elder Soul of our intentions. Very well, prepare yourselves. Elder Soul does not want Ilona plunged into a civil war. You're ready. It is unavoidable. Or you can capitulate. Kind of up to you. Let's let this play.
Cormier, why have you gathered your sun spears? Varish has denied your charges and banned your followers from Korna.
I feared as much. As of this moment, Varish, Asa, and her supporters are enemies of Ilona and of the Sun Spears.
Varish is warned and ready for us now. We must sail for Gandhara and confront her before it's too late.
Istani ships would be of great help.
You would plunge Ilona into civil war. We have not yet exhausted diplomatic channels.
With respect, Elder, we know what we have seen with our own eyes. Varish is a danger. It is our duty as Sun Spears to defend Ilona.
My Sun Spears will perform their duties with or without your aid, Elder. Will the Istani fleet support us or not?
Yes. Yes, we shall. And may the five gods preserve us all.
Yeah, I don't know what all of the opinions on this are, but Balthazar probably just likes the war. Huzzah! I am now here. So, first things first, let's hero up and pull up my Shunlai chest. Chasing Zen my all for one for justice. Vatundo. Yes. Now I can get... Oh, this stuff is... Okay. Estonian robes require linen. What do I have? I have 20 steel ingots. I have 8 bolts of linen. That's enough for 2 armor pieces. If they're smaller ones. Man, stuff is expensive. Okay. I would prefer the Astani robes. I don't have enough linen on hand for that. I need 4 more linen. The hood does not much matter to me. I think... What's my priority here? So there should be a way to make more linen. I don't have enough tanned hide for all of the armor pieces anyway. The question I need to answer, let's look this up, is what do I do to craft linen? 5 plant fibers and 200 gold. From select artisans. I'm just gonna withdraw like 7 plat. Withdraw 7 plat. So used to depositing, hit the wrong button. Okay, so the question is, how much is linen at the rare crafting traders? I just need 4 bolts of it. Okay. Kind of pricey. Yep, that's definitely coming out of the plant fiber fund. Because I have the 20 plant fibers. I just need to figure out what artisans will make it. Select prophecies artisans. Let's see. Linen. Tangleroot, Arid Sea, Talshoot, and Mineral Springs. Okay, there's a bunch around Wajan Bazaar. And on Isnar Isles, it looks like Jakatu will craft it. Okay, he's just outside Kadlano Hamlet. Okay. This is why the wiki is so useful. Let's step 1. Grab myself some plant fibers. Step 2. Go to Kadlanu. Step 3, walk out of Kadlanu. Because I need 4 bolts of linen for the top that I prefer. I'd rather get the top I prefer. Shouldn't be far. Should just be in this little village somewhere. Yeah, there's Jakatu. Materials right over there. I don't know why they call them materials instead of artisans, but... Or material crafter, or something. They changed the terminology. It's very strange. And it doesn't really matter. Wait, that's damask, not linen. Oh. Never mind. Back to the the wiki. So wait, that's damask. That's the icon for linen. Oh, do they literally not have anyone who crafts it here? Oh, Artisan Dave makes linen? Okay, never mind. That's trivial then. Okay. Hang on. Back to the consulate. Docks. We've got a couple of different things to do here. Okay. Step 1. Go to the guild hall again. And drop off the plant fibers. And I'm just going to deposit a plat and 395 gold. I also do need to hit up the skill trainer. I need to buy 2 signets of capture, which I believe I should be able to do here. Yes. 1, 2. Okay. Drop this character back off in the consulate docks. Make sure... I'm going to drop that because I don't... That's Earth Prayers, and dropping that allows me to be able to drop those entirely. More Scythe Mastery, that seems good. Okay. Character select. You're in Fort Rannoch. Okay, you're close enough. I want to do stuff with this Ellie later, but not particularly much right now. Okay, let's just go to Sarlacc. I need my plant fibers. I dropped them back in here. And a plat. Probably don't need a full plat, but I need more linen. I don't want to use up all my plant fibers, but I need four bolts of linen, so. Apparently I also need to clear out this character's inventory, but that's neither here nor there. This artisan should have what I need, and it's not threatening to get over there, so. Fire unguent. Good old fire unguent. Bolt of linen. I need 4 of those, thank you. Shove you back off here. Okay, apparently not going around the agent that way. Put this money back in and go back over. Okay. Now I can get the linen that I need to be able to make the top that I want. If I can locate the linen in my storage. There we go. All right. Now I'm ready to talk to Vatundo. I want the Astani robes. I prefer the Elonian Van braces. Yeah, I like the Elonian Van braces. Wow, that used that supply up real fast. Cool, I was able to get 2 pieces of armor. That is less than ideal, but more than nothing. I do want to expert salvage this vigor rune out, so I can put it... I would normally put it there, but I'm actually going to put it on the shoes, because it's going to be a while before I upgrade those. Okay. Yeah, it turns out 121 10 height squares does not cover very many pieces of armor. I guess you need like 200 10 height squares to get the full thing. Which is actually quite a few. But, you know, I'm making progress. Let's go ahead and just hide this. Alright, not the cape, the hood. Yeah, get the hair out. I forgot what her hair looked like. If you forgot what her hair looked like, I would not be surprised. Okay. We have ships and we have men, and now I have my quest reward. Yeah, I like that top a lot better overall than the previous one. Has a little bit too much push-up bra effect, but whatever. We are ready to go. Of course, the one with all the promotional stuff is the Elonian armor. I have Nightfall posters around my room in a couple spots. Okay. Well, this is probably going to be painful because my armor is super inconsistent, but oh, there's Autok dying in a siege. Just like prophesied. I don't have irresistible sweep, do I? No, that would be a good skill to get. There's an effect here that increases your health of that of a level 20 character, which is nice. And thankfully it's on all of my heroes too, so I can take their way too low levels and be a little bit better off. Whew. Pious Renewal is coming up. I am looking forward to it. It's going to be done after Consulate docks, though. Just that way people are prepared. Then this character will take a little bit of a vacation. I can build up my supply of materials to get her maximum armor all the way through, instead of just 2 pieces of it. I do want to get masters on this, though. I am living solely off of enchantments. Okay. Sasuke burnt through his energy. Apparently his air attunement got stripped, so that makes sense. I've almost leveled. Oh. Need to go after Lumonda. It's the first skill I want to capture. It's gold spear drop for me. Cadre signet, please. Thank you. And I've now unlocked Cadre signet. Hooray. Well done, Sophia Miller. We have them flanked. The boss I want is Captain Denduru over there. I have the combo. I'm curious what this gold spear has going on. Eben. Not Max. Max is 17 to 27, I think, right? Or... I think? Show me the money. Yeah, I'm probably selling that. I don't really have a need for an Eben spear. Gib. Yes! Pious Renewal. Hang on. There we go. Rearrange my bar. Now I have a proper build. I just had my elite turned off by these jerks. I just wanted to use my new elite skill. Is that too much to ask? Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it feels so good to have Pious Renewal. I cannot express like just how much it like makes my bar feel better to have Pious Renewal available to me. Okay, Narashi. It's about time you got to us. Narashi, save it for the Miss Lunai. Can you make us some reinforcements? Of course, you heard the Spear Marshal. I just got a nice full army there. This is having Pious Renewal available is going to be a huge boon to my Melonnis and MOXes, like, and Kahmus technically. But like that is such a huge unlock because it's such a nice, flexible elite skill for dervishes. Oh, that's some good looting. Good rootin' tootin' lootin'. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy to have Pious Renewal. It really does make a huge difference. It means that when I get in these large groups that where I can get enough adrenaline to fully charge Twin Moon Sweep, I can just spam it. Have it work properly. Yeah, Infuriating Heat is actually super good for my bar. I'm about to get meteored. I'll have to do some salvaging after this. See if I can go back to Console Docks and pick up some more armor. I'm getting a lot of cloth pickups, which is going to be very helpful. Cost, stop being dead. It's unsightly. Okay, yep. Does a thing, whatever. I'm not worrying about it. Okay, look at these actual quantities of tanned hide. It's amazing. Okay, before we go fight the Elementalist boss, which is coming up, I'm going to need to spend a moment throwing some levels into people. It's a pretty significant set of levels to throw into people, my goodness. Okay, and those two are both already level 20, so they don't have any of this going on. Yeah, if it ends prematurely, you lose condition. It's kind of not super important effect, but nice to have. Okay. I always tell when she's cast Marker Protection. Hope she's not casting on random minions. Okay. Cleared out those. Yeah, just wait a moment. I don't know what she's casting friggin' Market of Protection on, but just know that things are going to kind of explode all over the place, and it's just important to get ahead of that. This is also vaguely brutal, but... Okay, I'm going to process my loot and see what armor pieces I can get once we're done with this, and then I'll call it a day, I think. Because I've gotten a decent amount of like armor drops and stuff. Yeah, it's got a nice pacing to it. Mr. Jack, just saw your message. I've been a little bit focused on it. I still want to know who the crap she's casting all of these random marks of protection on. So it'd be a good spot for ritualists. I mean, that's my concern, right? Is that she's throwing random marks of protection on minions for no good reason. It's not, unfortunately, quite believable that the AI would do something as wasteful as that. Okay, that's all those field groups. But, like, there's a reason I've been having her pre-prop me, though, because I know I'm walking into a dicey situation. With a lot of individual archer attacks. Basically, I know I'm about to get ranger spiked. Good old R spike. And I want to defend against it. Oh, I got market protection that time. Nice. I mean, it is a very powerful effect, so it's nice to get it. Yeah, it was a good build. I'm gonna watch this cutscene because I feel like it. Kept getting bow stuff nerfed.
Spear Marshal Cormier. Good to see you, Captain. Varish has holed up here with her followers. Now that you're here, we can make the assault. Sun Spears, at the ready. Spare those that surrender. Now, in the name of the five gods, forward!
I love those mosaics so much. Yeah, Sunspear Ranger armor in this cutscene does look good. I was noticing that myself.
My God gives me strength. Abaddon!
I just casually had a mural of Abaddon here. Looks old and uncared for, but...
Gods, she has demons.
Regroup! Fall back! Don't let them get behind you! Blast! We're outmatched! Retreat! Save those you can!
They're just torment demons.
Feast on your eyes!
Cormier!
Come on, save who you can.
Looks like Narashi and Rogus over there.
Where are the others?
This way, we can retreat across the bridge.
I do value my eyes quite a bit.
Running will not save you, fools. Abaddon is strong. Nightfall is coming.
That was a good moment to screenshot. Their forces smashed by Varish's demons. Their allies slain or captured. The surviving Sunspears search for sanctuary. Dun dun dun. I should pick up this quest. Wait a minute, what happened to cost? This is horrible. What's our plan? Sounds good. Okay, quest picked up. I also leveled up, which means more mysticism, which is great. No, that's the worst elite. Give me the good elite. And this. I need to update her bard to account for having the elite skill. Did anybody else level up from the end of that? It doesn't look like it. Okay. So I want to, before I call things here, I'm about to, but not just yet. I want to process my inventory. Pyrebound. Pyrebound of attunement. That might have some value. Okay. Pyrebound probably doesn't have any value. I'm almost certainly salvaging that for parts. Safari Gladius is just worth, oh, well, barely. Even that. I got a Sundering, Scythe Grip of Shelter. Nice, I guess. Okay. Pyrebound is a ranger thing. Yeah, that's not worth anything. Are attunement runes worth anything right now? Yes, attunement runes are worth something right now. This I will salvage for... Oh, apparently iron ingots. That is honestly not what I was expecting. Okay, I can go get one more piece of armor, which is worth doing. Drop that off. Sell that for 800, which is real nice. Do I have a... Oh yeah, easily enough for the armor piece on me. These are, I'm just gonna merchant. I forget what maximum spear value is offhand, actually, but okay, I do need to go grab my steel ingots though. And we'll get me another piece of armor. Probably the hat, be my guess. I want the legs, but Tundo. Legs needs 50. Probably the Lonian legs, TBH. But let's just go ahead and get a Scythe Mastery hood. Because my current one is still the, yeah. Okay. I still have enough steel for the last pieces of armor for this character. Or for the leg piece. Yeah, should be the last. Anyway, I'm going to grab that out of there. Menlo, don't you have some quests or something? What do I need to do to unlock access to his quests to go elsewhere? Maybe I need to be level... Do I need to be level 20 for those? I don't remember. There is a merchant here, right? And I'm not just crazy. Oh, maybe there's not. Maybe you have to go to Vatunda. I don't know why these guys can just buy stuff, but... Okay, thank you. Alright. Well, that's going to cover things for me for this particular stream. I need to wrap up so I can eat before other things that I have to do. But I am very pleased to report that I have Pious Renewal unlocked on my build. That is going to make such a huge difference, or to have it unlocked on my account. It's going to make a huge difference, so I am super excited about it. I need to change my bar a little bit more, actually. I don't really need Heart of Holy Flame on here anymore. Enchanted Haste might stay, but... anyway, so I'm going to, like I said, going to wrap up there. Until next time, everyone, you take care. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.